You are worth it. Full recovery is definitely possible. Hi there, guys. My name is Michelle. I am 23 years old, and for the last year and a half, I have been trying, often desperately, to recover from the eating disorder that I first experienced when I was 16. A few days ago, I got hit by a really scary realization, one I've had many times before. If I go on doing things the way I'm doing them, I might never recover. See, I 100% know that full recovery, full freedom from any eating disorder, no matter how long or how deeply entrenched it may be, full recovery is definitely possible. I know firsthand, because I recovered once before. However, nothing changes if nothing changes. What do I mean by this? As you know, eating disorders are brutally deceptive, manipulative illnesses. See, when I was in a treatment center, I met highly intelligent individuals who knew exactly what they needed to do to recover. But their illnesses would come in the way of them actually doing the work, actually taking action. And guys, the candid truth is, we absolutely cannot think ourselves into recovery without action. Trust me, I've been trying for a long while now, and without massive action, we stay in a horribly, horribly stuck place. See, I've read the books, the articles. I know what recovery requires. But each time the illness rears its ugly head, I've been allowing myself to be deceived into thinking that this one time, this one small thing is okay. And friends, no, it is not okay. The smallest bite, those few extra steps, standing instead of sitting down, if we want to get over this once and for all, it is not okay. In my case, I've been suffering from anorexia. Oof, still gives me shudders to say that. Welcome to the infamous denial aspect of eating disorders. Yeah, so I've been trying to convince myself that, hey, it's okay if I still exercise a bit. It's okay if I have a slightly smaller snack today. Like, come on, as long as I'm doing one aspect of recovery, for example, eating better, then maybe it's not so bad if my exercise habits are still compulsive. I've been trying to tell myself that maybe it's not so bad, right? Getting my voice going is a sign that I know I'm fooling myself. Guys, if you're here and you're watching this and you're suffering, don't you dare let your illness discount your pain. It is bad. And you don't need me or a loved one or even a professional to confirm this. Listen to your real self. You are worth listening to. And deep down, you know as well as I do that it is absolutely not okay to indulge in the illness in even the smallest of ways. You deserve better than this. See, the thing is, you, like me, may desperately wish and pray and yearn to be free of the illness. But until we couple this desire with action, until we take a stand and bravely tell the illness hell no, it's gonna stick around. And 10 years from now, we'll still be wishing. If you want to recover, if you want to live a life where you are free to laugh and joke and focus on things that truly matter to you, a life no longer dominated by a savage, and I mean savage, inner critic. And I know you want this, I know you deserve this, then you, me, we've got to tackle this monster of an illness head on. For a long time, I've been desperately hoping that things get better. The thing is, we cannot just sit by and hope ourselves into recovery. Until we take deliberate steps, it's not going to magically happen. See, I've come to realize that it is time for us to stop thinking about recovery. A wise nurse in a treatment center once referred to the illness as the great debater. Do not engage in bargains and compromises, etc. with the eating disorder. It's way too manipulative for that. There can be no loopholes, no options. We need to just do recovery. Every day, we need to do what our mind deceptively tries to convince us that we can't do. The only way out of this is through. I know you're scared. Trust me. I've been terrified for a long time too. But you know what I'm more scared of? The fact that if I don't do this now, if I don't actually do what I feel like I can't do today, 5, 10, 20 years from now, I'll still be having this exact same debate in my head. I'll still be dabbling in recovery. I'll still struggle to sit still. I'll still feel anxious if I don't exercise. I'll still be unable to truly focus on anything because Ed will be whispering belittling things in my ear. I'll still want to be better, but if I don't take action, I still won't actually be better. Aren't you tired of wishing and dreaming and wondering what life would be like without the illness? Don't you actually want to live a peaceful, eating disorder-free life? Hell, I know I do. Guys, this eating disorder, it's a bloody liar. It never sticks to its promises. It tries to convince us that we need it, that we're nothing without it. But the truth, the painful truth, is this eating disorder makes us its puppet. It takes away from us all our uniqueness, our true specialness, our real beauty, and it turns us into voiceless slaves. Even though the illness may try and tell us otherwise, there is nothing appealing about being bullied by a vile creature inside our heads. The illness commands, we obey. It yells, we cower away. What kind of life is this? Guys, we deserve better than this. Do you know who's actually special? Who's actually powerful and bloody extraordinary? You. The real you, whose identity is sadly being obscured by this irrational eating disorder. It is time for us to fight for ourselves, to show ourselves that despite what the illness may say, we are worth fighting for. Listen, the pain of the eating disorder is not worth it, but the pain, the anxiety that recovery may initially bring, now that's worth it. Why? It's a different kind of pain. It's the healing kind. And you are worth it. And you know you deserve to be free. I know you can do it. Hell, let's do this together. Goodbye, eating disorder. Hello, us. a friend of mine gave me some really great advice. He talked about how we all have a voice in our heads and how at any given moment we have a choice whether to listen to it or not. As he said, it's that simple. It's that simple. Recovery is painted as such a grueling, arduous endeavor. It's no wonder that even people who desperately want to get better, I include myself in this, shy away from it so much. What if we could instead choose to enjoy recovery? To enjoy telling that voice in our heads to F off every time it pipes up, and to smile proudly at ourselves every single time we do this. Haven't we suffered enough at the suffocating hands of the eating disorder? Recovery is about freedom. It's about learning to love and care for ourselves unconditionally, regardless of what internal or external voices may say. Yeah, recovery may be work, but that doesn't mean it has to be suffering. Today onwards, I have decided that my recovery is no longer going to be a torturous struggle or raging internal battle. I am going to say no to the eating disorder, but I am going to bloody well enjoy saying no to it. See, for a long time, I've struggled with disobeying Ed. For so long, I've felt helpless, powerless, lost. But this time, I am fully owning responsibility for my recovery. And I am making the choice to enjoy doing the healthy thing, the right thing. It feels so much more empowering, doesn't it? It's amazing, but it is within our power to change our attitude to recovery. If I can do it, hell, I know you can do it too. By documenting my recovery, I hope to change the way recovery is viewed. And I hope that by doing so, I can encourage other people to fully engage in recovery. Guys, remember, we have suffered enough with the illness. It is the eating disorder that wants recovery to be a struggle. It is the illness that wants us to be flooded with guilt each time we rest instead of exercise. It wants us to beat ourselves up each time we take a bite out of something. But I say the illness has made us suffer enough. Let's recover. And let's bloody enjoy every step of the journey. I would like to end this video by saying one thing. The power of belief that drives the human mind is remarkable. And I am confident that by simply changing what we believe about recovery, that is, seeing it as a much, much deserved, liberating, joyful process, rather than a horribly difficult struggle, we can actually change the experience of recovery itself. We can. So, to sum up, the 3 key points I'd like to get across to you are: number 1, recovery needs action. You need to do what the illness tells you you can't do. Remember, you want to be better. You don't want this forever. The second thing, don't make recovery harder than it needs to be. Each time you challenge the eating disorder voice, feel proud of yourself and enjoy the fact that you are reclaiming freedom over your life. Give yourself credit. You deserve it. That brings me to the third and last point. You are worth it. And recovery, it's about far more than food and weight and exercise. Imagine a life where you're comfortable being you, where you love yourself, others, and you love life unconditionally, where your mind is at peace and you can just be free. Free of pressure, free of expectations, truly and completely free. We'll get there. We will. One step at a time. What step are you taking for your recovery today? Come on. It's time to break the pattern. Doesn't matter what's happened in the past. It's time to break the pattern now. Come on, guys. Let's do this.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
I'm giving you my heart and all that is within. I lay it all down for the sake of you, my king. I'm giving you my dreams. I'm laying down my rights. I'm giving up my pride for the promise of new life. And I surrender all to you. I'm giving you my heart and all that is within. I lay it all down for the sake of you, my king. I'm giving you my dreams. I'm laying down my rights. I'm giving up my pride, 'cause for the sake of you, my king. I'm giving you my dreams. I'm laying down my rights. I'm giving up my pride for the promise of new life. And I surrender all to you. I'm giving you my heart and all that is within. I lay it all down for the sake of you, my king. I'm giving you my dreams. I'm laying down my rights. I'm giving up my pride for the promise of new life.